Hi, I'm Joanna with ISKME, and this video is going to walk you through the roles of an organization administrator or org admin on OER Colorado. What is OER Colorado and who is ISKME? OER Colorado is a digital library, also called a microsite, where Colorado educators can search, save, share, and create new open access educational resources. The OER Colorado microsite is part of the broader community that is the OER Commons Global Digital Library, where anyone can form an account and be part of our goal to grow sustainable cultures of sharing and continuous improvement among educators at all levels, PK through higher ed. The OER Colorado microsite is a place for Colorado educators to specifically connect with other Colorado educators, practitioners, instructional designers from across Colorado schools, districts, and the entire state. Here at the OER Colorado microsite, you'll be not only finding open educational resources that you can use with students, but you'll also have a professional learning community and professional learning resources to guide you on your OER journey. Just a note of clarification, OER Colorado is visible to anyone who would like to see the resources on it, but only Colorado public educators can create accounts to be approved as members on the site. Being an approved member means that you can add resources that you've already made, create entirely new resources, make and participate in groups, leave comments on resources, and many more interactive features. OER Colorado has thousands of open educational resources from across the globe, but also resources from trusted Colorado education entities, including Colorado Public Schools, regional boards of education, and sublists of other groups such as charter schools and dual credit initiatives. So what does OER Colorado look like? When you visit OER Colorado, you'll see a search bar in the middle where you can immediately start searching for resources that you can use in your PK through 12 classrooms. But you'll also find this toolbar at the top, which will help you navigate different organizational structures such as hubs, groups, finding collections, searching by providers. An organizational admin is what this video is about, which is where you'll help recruit and manage members from your particular organization. So an organization administrator or an org admin is given access, a specific level of access by either a microsite super administrator, ISKME staff, or a fellow organizational admin. As an organizational admin, you'll be able to manage the membership and the content from your organization. You will want to be sure to schedule a regular time to check in on the platform to maintain your members' roles and approve any pending content that we'll show you in a few minutes. The site doesn't provide new content notifications because that would be a lot of notifications if you have really active members who are sharing a lot. In this video, we'll go over the two main roles, managing membership and regulating the content that is uploaded by your members. So as an org administrator, you'll have a certain page that others won't have. And that's going to help you look at, again, these two big jobs, any pending content from your organization or managing the different members of your organization. So let's take a look at that. Here's my organization. And so within my organization, I'm going to see first, it's going to land on the pending content page. This is going to show you anything that has been submitted by a member of your organization. So right now there are 3 members from ISKME on OER Colorado. Anytime that any of us add new OER, it's going to go through a series of different levels just to check to make sure that there's nothing harmful in the resource. And so that's part of your job as an org admin. Anyone from your organization, their pending content will show up here in your dashboard. So what should you do if you have pending content? Well, your microsite administrator is going to provide you some criteria to help you decide if you're going to accept, reject, or rework their materials. And those are submissions that were submitted to Open Author, where a user creates a new resource from scratch, or where they have submitted from the web, where they've added a link to an external resource. And your microsite admin will provide these resources and criteria to help you know if that resource is the right fit for the OERColorado microsite. Pending content might be, you might have a lot of pending content if you have really active educators who are creating and submitting a lot of work. The resources can be submitted by anyone who is an active member who has registered and has an account. Once they create a resource or add a link to the member, it looks as if it's automatically published, but it's actually going to go into a queue for an organization admin to use your criteria from your microsite admin. And that criteria will help you decide if that resource is ready to be fully public facing and what we call published. So when I look at this resource, I can open up that resource, probably would want to open it in a new tab. And I can start to review that particular resource. And I can use the criteria from my microsite admin to decide if that resource is the right fit for this particular platform. If the content meets all of the criteria from your microsite admin, then you would be ready to accept it. Once you accept that particular resource, it will automatically notify the author. They'll get an email letting them know that their resource was fully published on OERColorado and has been cataloged and can be shared across the entire site. So this can be a very exciting email for participants to get to notify them and recognize them for their work and their contribution. No further action is needed from you if you are ready, if the resource has already passed the criteria and you're ready to accept it. What if the resource really isn't the right fit for this platform? Perhaps it's a copyrighted resource and it has some videos or proprietary information that the user didn't have the right to use. Or perhaps it's a higher ed resource or some of the other reasons that don't fit the criteria from your super admin. Before you click the reject button, we do want to remind you that they'll receive an email notification that their content was rejected. And you might, before you click reject, want to contact the user to share your reasons and offer some assistance to them. The third option is to rework. Again, you'll probably want to contact your user before you click rework because they will get an automated email from the OERColorado microsite letting them know that it was moved back to draft mode, but it doesn't give them any particular feedback. So we advise you to contact your user before you click that rework button. Clicking the draft mode retains the resource, but it just puts it back into their My Items under their drafts so that then they know that they can go back to that resource and rework on it, possibly with the feedback that you're providing them. So now let's look at some of these members, because when I go to my organization, it is always going to first take you to this pending content page. And then from there, I can choose to manage my members. So I can click on that and I'll see all of my members here. I can add members to my organization. I can also search for members. So if I want to search for a member, I can search my organization to see if a particular member has already been in my list. My list is only 3 people. It's easy for me to see, but you might have hundreds of educators that you want to look for within your organization. So that's what the search function is for. You can also export all of your members to a CSV in case you're wanting to use that to possibly email them or sort that information in different ways. The platform does allow you to sort the information, but it's easier to copy and paste it if you've exported it to a CSV. You can also edit members. So let's say that I want to make Leah into a different role. I can edit her role and a pop-up box is going to pop up. And from there, I can change her role back to just a member, or I can keep her as an administrator. Now, this is just for our organization administrator. There are other administrator roles on the platform, such as a super administrator or a hub administrator. And for your instance, you'll only be able to give them the power to be an organization administrator. So this first screen is showing you what we call current members. It's showing you the list of all of the members that already have registered accounts and that are, you can sort them by their current status, So you might have people who have an account, but their account hasn't been active for a while. Then you can click over here to start to recruit members. Now you might first want to search to see like, hey, is this member on the platform itself and I just don't have their correct email address? Or are they already in my group? And so you can manage your members by searching. You can email them an invite. So you can go ahead and send large groups of people invitations. And then from there, you can start to also import a CSV. So if you have a CSV yourself of a lot of different names and email addresses, that's an easy way to invite a lot of your members that you want to invite them to create and activate their accounts. And those are the roles of an organization administrator. If you have additional questions, we want to let you know that this support button follows you around the platform everywhere you go. And when you click on that support button, you can first search some articles to see if there's already help about the particular topic that you're looking for. If you've already searched the articles, then you might instead decide, I need more help and I need to submit a help desk ticket. And then someone from the help desk will get back in touch with you. We look forward to seeing how you recruit and engage with different educators on OER Colorado.